Now we're cooking. Okay, so Andrew, you're the guy who sings when I come down. When I come to the lobby, you sing. Can you do a little song for me to start off?
Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
And you started here in 2001. You said.
2001, exactly.
Now, it must have been right around 9/11.
Exactly, yes.
So 9/11 happened, and then you started here, or while you were here, it happened, and you saw the people walking up Madison Avenue.
Well, actually, on the day of 9/11, I was working on the roof. I was working in the building. I was on the roof watering the plants, and I heard people say terrorists. But I really didn't know what the word terrorist means because I just came from Guyana. We never heard those word terrorists, right? So I kind of come to the lobby and I found the guy said, terrorists hit the building. So I said, what building? They said, the World Trade Center. They saw some plane flying to the building, 2 planes. So I said, wow, that's dangerous. And then the news, start coming, all around. You can hear the news, people talking about it, And I got so scared, that this would happen in America.
That's the very beginning of when you're here.
Yes, exactly. I started here in August, so this happened in September.
Yeah. So it's right after you're here. You came to the States, and it's the most dangerous place in the world for a second, in a way.
Yeah.
And that must have been crazy. So what was the building like? Were the people the same as they are now? I mean, this is 24 years ago?
24 years ago, yeah, exactly.
And what was it like?
Well, the building at that time had like a kind of mixed kind of people. Old people, middle-aged people, young people. And at that time, you have a lot of people have like a lot of children, a lot of children in the building. So kind of busy at that time, but compared to now, it's more busy now because at those times, you never have so much delivery packages, and now we have so many delivery packages in the building.
So I was talking to Joe about that when the internet started happening, really just when you came in was when the internet started the websites, and then delivery got much more complicated because there used to be just the mail and maybe UPS, the FedEx. All of a sudden, there's a lot more people, and then the COVID, which was COVID wasn't that long ago, but it was like 5 years ago almost. COVID changed everything so much. I remember I couldn't go in the elevator
exactly.
because I had to walk up the stairs and do all this stuff. So and how many people? There are 200 apartments in this building?
200 apartments, exactly.
You end up knowing everybody almost?
Well, it takes a little time to know people, because as you see them every day and you chat with them, they go to work and they come back from work. And you see them every day, you get to learn their names and you know which apartment they live. So it kind of get easy. And sometimes I even remember the phone numbers of people. I can when delivery come and they tell me the apartment the people are going to, I can just look at the apartment and have the phone number in my head.
Yeah. That must have been. And then through the years, when people move out and people move in, the new people come in. And some people were saying that some people don't interact at all. They're very, they're totally alone. And some people really want to talk and interact and see what's going on,
Exactly, yeah.
And you do that with me. I mean, I notice every Friday or Thursday, you're always doing, what do you say to me all the time?
I say shalom. And then you say something, but sometimes I say, Shabbat Shalom. I say, no, it's all to say Shabbat Shalom. So later in the day when they come back, I say, Shabbat Shalom. I say, Shabbat Shalom.
Where did you learn that from?
I learned Shabbat Shalom because I see a lot of Christian television, and they show parts of Israel, and at the end of it, they say Shalom, Shalom. So I know Shalom means peace.
Yeah. Well, that's what's more important than that. And I know that you do sing in the choir at your church, you were saying?
Yeah, I used to sing in the church choir.
And
for
that
almost
must have been incredible.
15 years. And then after COVID hit, now the choir seems to skim down, So I don't really sing in the choir now, but I still do singing, here and there, when I'm home and I'm working.
But it sounds like, if you're not working here anymore pretty soon, then you can go do the choir full time.
Exactly, yeah.
And you said
That's fun.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but it's, no, it really is fun. So what's the best day you had here in a way? What do you think your best day was? I know that, and 9/11 sounds like in a way it was the worst, but you know, we survived here.
Well, the best days are like when the holidays comes around, like, you know, people are more joyful, like, you know, especially the Christmas season, people get busy, you get more packages, you get more people, have visitors coming to visit them. So it's kind of more busy during the holiday time. Friends come, they visit their friends, they have parties, when they go on the roof, they have parties. So the Christmas time is more kind of busy time. A lot of shopping, people going out shopping, sometimes they go to the restaurants, you know, so it's kind of busy time in the building.
And are you ever here when there's parades in front, or is that you don't work on Sunday usually?
No, back in the days I used to work on the weekends because I used to be the Weekend Doorman from 2007 to 2015. So I see a lot of parades. Some are quiet parades, some are long parades, some parades you have like a lot of music in the parade, so you kind of enjoy the parades.
Incredible parades, yeah. So that's probably been a highlight of what's been going on in a way. And then in terms of working how has it changed when working in someone's apartment? It used to be that it was easier to do that, and now there's different rules, and you can't do it or you can do it. Helping people. That's all you always seem to do.
Yeah, well, first when I come to the building, we always stand by, like in case there's an emergency, you know, we always go to help the people, you know. Sometimes there's a flood, sometimes they have a leak, and we always go to help them. But now there are restrictions nowadays because you have to go to the super, and the super says you cannot go into the apartments. You know, and they have special people go to the apartment, the handyman has to go to the apartment, and we don't go anymore.
But it's interesting to note that this building, you were saying before, when was the building built? You said
1941.
1941. So the electric system, the plumbing system, it still things happen. There's leaks and so many apartments, like 200 apartments. There's so much that can go wrong. It's almost unbelievable in a way. How even one day when I'm having a perfectly good time and 98% everybody's having a great time, but one person has a flood.
Exactly.
You know, and you have to help that one person, and that's what we're going to miss, I guess, having you able to help.
Well, I attend a lot of emergencies. Emergencies really don't know when they're going to happen, so you have to prepare yourself because we are not here just to work, but we're here for when emergency happens that we can attend to the emergencies. You don't help the people out before they get worse.
Yeah. Well, if there's something you want to just say to everybody at the end of having this retirement happen, you can do it right here.
Well, I want to take this time to say with a heartfelt gratitude to all the residents of 220 Madison Avenue who have worked throughout the years. They have been very helpful, very kind, and, they're very supportive, and they kind of show you their appreciation, and especially during Christmas time, they show the gratitude to you for the work you have done throughout the years. So I want to say thank you to them, and they're great people living here. I enjoy working here, and I'm going to miss them. As many of them say, they're going to miss me, and when I say they're going to miss me, I say, we're going to miss you too, and some of them say, Andrew, I'm going to cry. But they say they're going to cry, but they say they're still happy for me because I'm retiring. And I'm happy that I can retire, healthy and happy, and my family is fully supportive of what I'm going to do.
Well, can we hear Amazing Grace at the end again here?
Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved the wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here, man.
And Lenny, I want to thank you so much for showing your kindness to me. We are friends for a long time. I know Phyllis. She has been so kind to me when she passed through the love. She always say hi respectfully, and you always been respectful to me. So I enjoy having you as a friend, like a friend in the building, And
I appreciate that. And shalom.
Shalom. Thank you.